Did he telephone you?
Yes.
Is that correct? Were you in a meeting?
I was, Judge, yeah.
Was it a job interview?
It was partly a job interview. I basically had a job and it went as I would say, and I had to have a meeting with my manager about what had happened.
When he arrived, I'd like you to describe the scene of what happened next, because it strikes me, I have to tell you, as all rather romantic, and exactly as you had wished and imagined, correct?
Yeah.
Tell me what happened in stages.
He never actually came to meet me. I then went to his house because he wouldn't come out and meet me.
How far away was that?
5 minutes.
Longer than that.
Well, it was roughly between 5 and 10 minutes away, correct?
Yeah.
You walked round to his house. Now, I have to tell you, madam, again, did you, and this is, it's not a dangerous young person, so that's okay, but you didn't know who he was. Did you tell your friend or somebody else that you were going round to his house now?
Yeah, I was talking to her the whole time I was walking there.
Again, that's terribly important. You understand why that's important.
I do, Judge,
It's also important for you as a young man.
I agree with you completely.
Thank you. I'm grateful that I've got your agreement. I'll enter into a meeting in due course if I need any advice. Now, Sophie, you went round to his house. There he was. And what was your first impression?
Again, I still found the attraction to him.
You were very attracted to him. You fancied him. Were you attracted at first to Sophie?
I wasn't, Judge, no.
So you wouldn't want, would you, once she arrived at your house, to do anything that would give what's best described as mixed signals?
No.
In fact, you'd want to make sure straight away that you would keep it strictly business. Am I right?
That's what I wanted, Judge, yes.
That's what you wanted. That's what you would do, because that's what you wanted, correct?
Yes, Judge.
Well, Sophie, there he was, keeping things strictly business. Was it strictly business?
No, that's not true at all. When I got there, we were talking for a little bit, just normal conversation, and about music and actually about my business. And then he got his guitar out and started playing and singing to me, which obviously drew me to him more.
Is that true? You sang to her? You serenaded her?
I won't class it as serenading. I did sing, yes.
What song did you sing?
I cannot remember. It would have been an Ed Sheeran song, because I do love Ed Sheeran.
He sang a romantic tune to you?
Yes.
One of Ed Sheeran's finest, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Now, what happened next is important because you have a difference of memory. And a very important and serious difference of memory. Sophie, he sang to you.
Yes.
This was a first date. I don't make judgments about people in this regard. What people do behind a shut door is absolutely their business. But after he sang to you, what happened then, please, Sophie?
We were laying in bed, cuddling, and still talking, and then we did actually sleep together.
You sang to her, Cairo, you were in bed together, and that resulted in you sleeping together. Is that true or false?
It's false, Judge.
In other words, now I want to be very clear, she has completely invented this. This was on the 4th of January, correct?
Yes.
I have to put this to you because he says it's an invention. And it's a very serious allegation. Did you, let me ask you this, when you say the two of you had sexual intercourse,
Yeah.
when you slept together, was that true or false?
It's true, and I've got proof if you want to see it.
Well.
You've got proof?
Yeah.
She doesn't mean photographs.
No, she means in her head, but she was dreaming it.
I mean a conversation that we had afterwards.
Okay.
Well, can I ask you, this conversation that
Yeah.
you're referring to, did it happen before or after the issues in this case?
Before.
On the 4th of January, you say this is when this happened.
Correct.
And I suspect afterwards you were rather emotionally connected to Cairo, correct?
Yes.
And you wanted more. Now, one thing I do believe from Cairo is that he didn't want a relationship with you. That's correct, isn't it?
That's correct, Judge, yeah.
You categorically deny, standing there in front of me today, sleeping with Sophie. Is that correct?
Correct.
In other words, you say what she is telling me about something very serious is a lie.
Yes, Judge.
The text messages between you have been saved. They've been provided to me by Sophie. They reflect conversations which you took part in. You need to be aware of that before I ask you the next question. Bearing in mind what Sophie says, are you absolutely adamant and do you wish to maintain that you had no sexual contact at all?
Sexual contact's different. We didn't have sexual intercourse. You asked me the question of sexual intercourse, not sexual contact.
Sophie, Bill Clinton over there...
My name's Cairo, don't be a
What did you call me? Oh, dear. That's a poor thing.
because I'll easily walk out and not come back.
Off you go. Goodbye.
Sound.
I don't care.
See you later.
For more Judge Rinder cases, click here. And if you've got a legal issue of your own, get in touch with us by clicking over here.